IHSA sectional basketball is on the air from Richards High School in Oak Lawn, Illinois. I'm Joe Ragusa, and here's Mike Fisher-Keller.
Yeah, this is going to be Curie versus Lyons Township. It's going to be a great game, 2 versus 3 seeds. That's just amazing. This bracket just worked out for the best teams to win right now.
Yeah, yesterday, it was number 1 Richards versus number 4 Brother Rice in Richards sectional semifinal play. Richards going on to beat Brother Rice 67-61 in a really close game. We talked to the Richards staff here, and they were really psyched about the game because they said everybody was in the rafters, everybody was cheering. Their Brother Rice is apparently a really good rival of Richards High School, and if you were here yesterday, or March 4th rather, it was a really good game to be at.
Yeah, it was really exciting. They said it was close the entire game through.
But right now, this is our first away game broadcast for boys basketball. As you may remember, we've done a game from Hinsdale Central's football field as well as York's football field. This is the first boys basketball game we've ever televised from away from the friendly confines of the Lyons Township Fieldhouse. And this is going to be a look at the sectional bracket. Number 1 beating Richards, like we said, or number 1 Richards beating Brother Rice, yesterday, and number 2 versus number 3 Curie versus Lyons today.
So this has really been an exciting bracket. The best teams are actually now winning, like how it's set up, so that's how it's supposed to be. And we're actually hoping for 1 versus 3 instead of 1 versus 2.
Yeah, we don't want the bracket to work out like it has been so far with the favorite teams winning, and because obviously we'd be singled out then.
Well, this is going to be a great game. This is going to be probably coming down between like the last few minutes of the game. If LT played like they did last game, I think LT should be able to pull out the victory.
Yeah, LT 25-4, I want to say. Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
And Curie Condors 22-7, but Curie is still state ranked in the Tribune and Sun-Times polls. They are 10-0 in the Chicago Public League Red Central Division, which made them the champions this year. As Hurt takes a tip off, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Curie basketball. There's a good try by Matt Hurt to get the tip off, but Cosentino could just not chase after it, as number 23, Jason Ford, is going to throw it in for Richards High School.
Just number a little too much power on that tip off there.
Davin Foster steps up to play for Curie.
Now it looks like Curie is a little bit more quicker than LT is so far.
Curie, we normally say is there's a traveling call on the play, number 5 to Donovan Foster, the 5'11" senior guard for Curie. We normally talked about how LT has a size advantage against most teams, but this Curie team actually rivals them in size.
As they do have a player, Steve Goins, who is 6'9" on their team.
That's actually taller than our tallest player, Jeff Adams. And Steve Goins, who's actually starting and playing right now, is actually equal to Jeff Adams at weight too. He's 260, so it's a pretty good matchup. As that'll be Steve Goins with the rebound. Number 4 with the shot, does not get it to fall, and LT will get the rebound. Esposito tipping it off to Valunas for the rebound. McMillan's going to bring it back up court. Valunas with the 3, and just off the backboard, and Curie with the rebound. Donovan Foster brings it up, gets it off to Jeremy Price. Or that is Donovan Foster with the ball right now. Donovan Foster fakes a shot, passes off to number 23, does not get the shot to fall, but number 32, Steve Goins, gets the rebound, puts it back up, does not get it, and that's going to be out of bounds. LT gets the basketball.
Now it is rare when you see Matt Hurt being pretty much out-muscled the ball. Usually he's the guy that jumps up and he can get the ball pretty much from anyone.
Yeah,
as you saw there, he was just towered over.
And another mismanaged pass from Cosentino to McMillan. That's going to be another turnover on the LT side.
That was just bad ball movement. That has to be caught, especially when we get a big, not a turnover, but a big rebound like that. We need to score off those and put some points on the board.
It is still 0-0 with 6:30 left to go in the first quarter. Donovan Foster with the ball. Drives it in, passes it out. Goins in the post, backs it on Hurt and gets the basket to fall. That's the first point for either team. LT trying to break this full court press. Gets it past half court. Passes out to Valunas, who almost takes a shot, but gets it back out to McMillan. Into the post with Valunas, who gets blocked, and that's going to be 2 points, or two free throws. Not 2 points. Obviously, he didn't make it, so there can't be 2 points. But either way, it's still going to be 2 free throws for Ed Valunas, as that is the first foul on Curie.
And looking to put LT on the board to start off this game.
That is the first personal foul on Wayne Blackshear, number 25, the 6'5", 178-pound freshman forward.
As he makes his first free throw.
Valunas making the first point for Lyons Township. Valunas gets set for his second free throw attempt of the game. And he drains it once again. That's going to be a tie game for LT, 2-2 early in this first quarter.
Now Eddie Valunas, he is a pretty tall guy, but he does have a really good outside shot.
Donovan Foster tries driving in. That is going to be a traveling call on the play. LT will get the ball back as both these teams have been riddled with turnovers so far in the first couple of minutes in this game. And you may ask yourself, why do I not recognize the logo on the court? I'll answer that. That's obviously because we are at Richards High School in Oak Lawn, Illinois.
At the Richards sectional.
At the Richards sectional, obviously, because Richards is not playing. Richards, if we win this game, or if Curry wins this game, the winner of this game will play Richards on Friday, March 7th. As number 5, Donovan Foster tries to get the three-pointer, but it rims out. But number 25, Wayne Blackshear, gets the rebound, and Donovan Foster sets the play back up again. Ooh, and a bad play.
That looked like it could have been a charge.
That looked like it could have been a charge, but no call on the ref's part. And then it's going to be
looks
the basket.
Like he's waving off the basket.
He's waving off the basket, but that will be a foul. It looks like it's on number 25, Matt Hurt, but that could just be from before.
As Adams comes into the game, looking for the better matchup against Steve Goins, as he is 6'9" against Adams, who is 6'8".
I've never seen anybody stand next to Jeff Adams and actually
make Jeff look small.
Yeah, I've never seen that before, but Steve Goins for Curry obviously gets that done, as it's going to be a kicked ball out of bounds. Curry will get the ball back. Actually, that foul earlier was on number 32, Ed Valunas, as Curry gets the ball back in bounds.
Now that actually wasn't too bad of a foul, as it eventually stopped Curry from getting the 2-point basket.
Blackshear in the post, tries to pass off to Goins, but CJ Esposito picks it off, and LT gets the ball back. Another turnover. McMillan tries setting out the play, gets out to Valunas, who gets it back to McMillan. Adams with the ball in the high post. Good ball movement by LT, but it stops right there as Blackshear gets the steal.
Curry is really playing a tight defense against this LT offense.
Donovan Foster with the shot, goes off the rim, and Jeff Adams with the rebound. This court named after the Richards High School star, Dwayne Wade. As you can see, if there's a Dwayne Wade logo made by Converse, and the T-Mobile Sidekick logo. As Cosentino makes the basket, gives LT their first lead of the night, 4-2, with 4:17 left to go in this first quarter.
This has really been a slow-paced game. I thought this game was going to take off right from the beginning, but both teams are playing steady defense, and it looks like it's going to be a low-scoring game for most of this.
Goins backs in on Adams, does not get the basket to fall. It's going to be tipped around and rebounded by McMillan.
That is rare. You see a ball shot over Jeff Adams, and Jeff Adams being overpowered.
This LT, especially the Gold Rush, is not used to seeing somebody taller than Jeff Adams in general, just not as big as him, too.
And for being in Oak Lawn, we actually have a good turnout for the amount of fans we have.
Yeah, this part of the stands is actually pretty filled up with LT fans, especially the Gold Rush cheering section, which is obviously not going to let the 26-minute drive keep them away from this game, as LT turns the ball over once again, and there's going to be a call on the court, and it looks like it's going to be an injured player. It looks like Thomas McMillan is injured on the play. He's holding his head. That might be a concussion. He is not getting up right now, and that's just, you just don't want to see that in a IHSA playoff game, or rather any other game, but especially a game as important as this.
Especially for Thomas McMillan. He's already been injured and missed some games this season, and basketball just means so much to him. He's been playing basketball since he was 5 years old.
Yeah, I remember, because we both went to Curie Middle School along with McMillan and Matt Hurd, who's also on the team. And the Curie team went, I don't know how many the wins they got, but in 7th and 8th grade, they only lost 2 games. And they went the 7th grade year undefeated. So it just shows you how good these two players are at leading that team to undefeated season and 2-loss season. Both times they won the championship. And this is just not a good.
This is not looking good.
This is not looking good for Thomas McMillan right now. It looks like he's really shaken up the play. I haven't seen him move since he fell down on the court. And like you said earlier, he already had a knee injury that really kept him out of a couple games in the beginning of the year, but he got back up, and we see some signs of movement from Thomas McMillan, so we know he's somewhat all right. He might just be dazed and confused right now.
I still think it looks doubtful that he might not be coming. He's probably going to have to sit out the rest of the half just to keep it on the safe side. Probably.
Yeah, the LT trainers who also came on the trip are going to have to look at Thomas McMillan. He's going to get a round of applause by these stands, or by these fans rather,
which
as
shows
he's going to be helped off the court. I didn't really see the play where Thomas McMillan fell and got injured, but it
looks like he fell, and as he was falling, he smacked the back of his head on the wood.
Yeah, he just looks really out of it right now. I don't know if he knows where he's at right now. But Kevin Dunn, number 2, is going to come in for Thomas McMillan, who's probably going to go. He's either going to stay on the bench and get looked at by the trainers.
I have a feeling for his safety, they're probably going to keep him out for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to play an injured player, especially because I believe he has a concussion, because that's what they're talking about right now. He looks a little dazed and confused, but it just looked like a bad injury as number 23 for Curie, Jason Ford, gets the layup, and that's now tied the game at 4-4.
Jason Ford.
That was a really big loss for LT early on in this game. It's Thomas McMillan, starting point guard, and there's a traveling by the replacement, Kevin Dunn.
Now Kevin Dunn, he is still a very good basketball player, and he still can get it done.
Yes, Kevin Dunn, and with along with Kevin Muldowney, solid backups at the guard position for LT as they look to hopefully, because McMillan's a senior, so is Hurt, and so are a lot of all of these players. LT is hoping to back up this run with another run next year. It's going to be a foul on the play, foul on number 25, Wayne Blackshear will get 2 free throws. The foul is going to be on number 4, Cosentino.
Team's second.
That's 44, actually, it'll be on.
That's a little confusing because they gave the foul to Cosentino and they corrected on the scoreboard. Okay.
It is Cosentino.
They had 44, which is C.J. Esposito's number, but they gave the foul to Cosentino, so it'll be a foul on Cosentino.
As Curry makes the first free throw and takes the lead.
Blackshear with his first point of the game. And it rims out. Jeff Adams gets the rebound. 1 and 2 for Wayne Blackshear at the free throw line so far. Kevin Dunn brings it back up court for Lions Township. Pass off to Cosentino. Lunas gets the ball. Cosentino once again drives in, gets it off the backboard, does not get the ball to basket to fall. Curry with the rebound, and they're bringing the ball back up fast. Donovan Foster gets fouled by Kevin Dunn, and I don't think that was a shot, so I don't see why he's getting the free throws. He will be getting 2 free throws. That just looked like a strip on Kevin Dunn's part. I don't think Donovan Foster was shooting in that was in the shooting motion, but he's going to get 2 free throws regardless.
As Matt Hurt is getting ready to come back into the game.
Donovan Foster missing his first free throw. Matt Hurt coming in for C.J. Esposito. And
Thomas McMillan is stirring around on the sideline, so he looks to be like he is going to be okay. But he is making his way towards the locker room, but he should be fine.
He should be fine. He probably won't be back in this game. That's going to be a traveling call on Kevin Dunn. Not a good showing right now by the replacement as Kevin Muldowney's going to come in for him. And that's just not what you need right now. You need somebody to step up in place of McMillan, and Dunn just did not do that.
You really just need somebody to step in, so Muldowney will get his chance to play in this game.
Like we said before, Muldowney and Dunn getting a substantial amount of playing time at the guard position for LT, especially late in these games, in the playoff games. As Goins gets the ball into the post, does not get the basket to fall. Adams with the rebound. Little confusion, but Cosentino picks it up and gets the ball. It spins out. Donovan Foster gets the ball off to Hurt, who misses the basket, but tries to get his own rebound. Ball bounces up, and number 23 gets the rebound. As Aaron passes it over to number 4, Jeremy Price, and it's going to be LT ball.
Both teams are just not playing well. the fundamentals, missing passes, missing layups. That was great, though, by Cosentino with the spin move and the amazing pass.
I've never seen handles by Cosentino, but that was amazing right there, what he just did. As Cosentino drives in, passes off to Adams, gets the basket off the backboard, and another 2 points for Lions Township as they tie this game back up.
With a minute and 48 seconds to go.
Donovan Foster bringing the ball back up court for Curie. Passes it off to Price. Blackshear drives it on Hurt, 25 versus 25. Blackshear trying to set the pick. Does not. That was a moving pick, but I'm going to ignore that. Donovan Foster passes off to number 23, who gets it down to Goins in the post. Drives it in, almost gets the basket to fall, but gets fouled on the play by Jeff Adams. He'll go to the line for 2 baskets.
These refs really are calling those close fouls and close plays. Like, there's already been, I think, 4 traveling calls.
Yeah, they're really calling this game tight, and, as they should be. It is an IHSA sectional semifinal game.
So they really won't let anything slip right now.
Yeah, after this, the winner of this game has, let me do the quick math right now, 1, 2, 3, 4 games left to go before they can be crowned state champions. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Goins will shoot his second free throw, missing the first one, and drains it. That's a 1-point lead for the Curie Condors as we close out this first quarter. Curie with the full court trap going right now as Elodie is going to be in for LT. He gets the ball out to her, who's wide open in the post, and gets the basket to fall.
That was a great play just to get around Steve Goins. He is a huge guy, and just to get around him, that was just a great play by Matt Hurd.
Blackshear in the post, passes out to Donovan Foster, who tries driving it in, does not get it. And it's going to be picked off by Colin Elodie, the defensive specialist for Lions Township, and he'll bring it up court. Kevin Muldowney, the replacement, coming back in. I really shouldn't say that, but I do. Hurt in the post, being backed on by Blackshear. Almost gets the ball to fall. Elodie with the rebound, and he'll set back up. Muldowney with the 3, and rims out. Too strong.
Another
Jeff Adams
rebound.
with the rebound. Muldowney with another 3. He gets it to fall this time. And that was a 2-pointer by Kevin Muldowney. Not a 3. His toes on the line, but either way, LT has a 3-point lead with 17 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
Those were some great rebounds right
Donovan
there.
Foster with the traveling call. LT with the ball back with 14.5 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
Try and stretch out this lead. Those were great rebounds down there. Colin Elodie, he's not one of the biggest guys on the team, but he is a great fundamental basketball player. He gets the rebounds and the blocks. He plays like a big player.
He has a solid fundamental player. Overall, he's going to be the leader on this team next year. 2 seconds left to go. They need to get a shot off as Adams gets fouled in the post. Or is that a traveling call? That is going to be a traveling call, apparently. There's only 0.7 seconds left to go, so there's really not going to be any good shot opportunity for Curie.
You wonder, though, if they're going to play him tight half court and try and block it, but you wonder if they don't want to so they don't get the foul and give him 3 free throws.
If I were LT, I'd try to get the 5-second call right now. I mean, you can get the ball back and be close to the basket. As number 30 is not going to get a shot off in time. It wouldn't have been good anyways. Number 30, Dennis Hodges, the 6'5 sophomore, shooting the ball. Missing it. LT closes out his first quarter with a force, 10-7. LT leading by 3.
LT started off kind of slow, but they finished off this quarter strong, and they did a really good job. Jeff Adams getting some good rebounds at the end. At the end, they had some great rebounds on that offensive drive, getting the second chance points.
LT doing a good job, especially on the offensive boards, like you said, with Jeff Adams and Matt Hurt. And they've really been doing a good job of capitalizing on those turnovers by Curie, and just been doing a good job of scoring and defense.
Right, and also just getting the rebounds over Steve Goins, who is 6'9" and 260 pounds. Just a huge player. And getting the rebounds over him is just amazing. Especially with Colin Elodie, who is not the tallest guy, but is still a great basketball player.
Yeah, Colin Elodie has been a star on this team since he started playing on his sophomore year, started playing varsity on his sophomore year. And he's just been really good so far in this game, especially off the bench. Lions Township will get the ball at the start of the second quarter of play.
With the lead, 10-7.
Still leading 10-7. I was about to say that, Fish, but thank you. Gets it out to Hurt. Curry still playing the full court press. as Muldowney brings it up past half court. Jeff Adams in the high post gets the ball off to Colin Lodi, who's going to set up the play once again. Muldowney gets a three-point line. Hurt tries to set a pick, does not. More ball movement around the three-point line as he gets stripped, and Curie will get the ball back. Donovan Foster bringing the ball back up. Excuse me, that's number 1, Craig Travis coming in. Gets a shot off the backboard, but does not go. Colin Lodi with a long rebound. He will bring it up for LT. Colin Lodi with a wide open shot, and he gets it to fall. He's not just leaving Colin Lodi open like that.
For LT to take a 12-7 lead. I'm surprised they left Lodi open like that.
Muldowney almost getting the steal, tries diving for it, but Donovan Foster does a good job of recovering. Number 30 getting the ball into the post.
That was great effort right there.
Dennis Hodges, a 6'5" sophomore, getting the basket to fall, but that was great effort on Muldowney's part, trying to show that he deserves the playing time right now instead of Kevin Dunn.
Who is still a great basketball player, no doubt, though.
Yes, all these LT players are great, and really the only reason that Dunn and Muldowney are really a big deal in this game right now is because McMillan was injured in the first quarter as Donovan Foster misses the first basket and Jeff Adams will get the rebound. McMillan with an injury that looks to be a concussion. As Hurt backs in on Wayne Blackshear, does not get the basket to fall.
Jeff Adams is fouled and will get 2 free throws.
And that was not Wayne Blackshear, that was number 30, Dennis Hodges again, who Hurt was backing in on defense. This Curie team is really tall, actually, compared to most teams that we've been playing so far. Wayne Blackshear, 6'5", Dennis Hodges, 6'5".
Their shortest player is 5'9" on this team.
Well, there's a lot of players that are 5'9". I remember Hubbard, Deontay Watkins was like 5'6". He was in the three-point shootout earlier. If you had a chance to watch that while you were here or at the LT games, he's a really good three-point shooter. Not exactly the tallest person, so don't know how that translates into his game as LT took care of Hubbard in their first game in the Lions Regional.
Which actually really was an exciting game, and LT just played a great game.
Adams makes a second free throw, and LT is going to be leading by 4. That is Adams' 3rd point of the game. That's all the players right now on the floor for LT have points. Except for Alex Bird, who just subbed in. Spoke too soon. Don Foster passes it out to Craig Travis, who gets it out to Jason Ford. Ford dribbles the ball, tries setting up the play once again for Curie. Trying to penetrate this LT defense, who's been playing real strong so far. As Donovan Foster shakes off Muldowney and gets the basket to fall. Great move by Donovan Foster, the 5'11" senior guard.
That is great ball handling, especially at the high school level.
Blunas with a wide open 3, fakes it, gets out to Burt in the post, who gets it off the backboard, does not get it to fall, and Curie will get the rebound. Don Foster driving in once again, gets it off the backboard, and in another basket for Foster as they have tied this game up.
He is really making those tough shots out there. I'm sorry.
Curie getting the steal. That is number 23, Jason Ford, with the turnover. Donovan Foster tries to bring it in, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Muldowney.
And he will get 2 free throws. I thought he was fouled before he started taking the shot right there.
That was a good call by the HSA ref. You're wrong, Fish. Just kidding. Well, you are wrong, but I'm not going to be a jerk about it. As Thomas McMillan's going to come back into the game.
Which is really
That's really surprising because if you were watching in the first quarter, you saw how scary that was. I mean, he was motionless for at least a minute. I don't think he knew where he was. I'm skeptical as to if he still thinks he's in there. As Donovan Foster makes his first free throw and gives Curie the lead, 14-13.
Thomas might get some more points scored, but I think just for his safety and to make sure he stays healthy, they should have probably waited and put him in the second half.
Well, this is potentially Thomas McMillan's last game, so I don't know how they're going to keep him out of this game as McMillan, if he knows where he's at, he's bringing it up half court.
That's just great determination.
Oh, and he gets tripped and fouled. Uh-oh, he's limping.
His knee has been hurting.
Oh, no. That looks like it's another knee injury. I think that might be his right knee this time as opposed to his left knee, which is in the brace right now. You just really hate to see McMillan taking a beating out there. I mean, first the possible concussion and now this.
And Thomas McMillan isn't one of those kids who just gets injured all the time. This is actually rare to see him get injured twice in one game. He
has been a strong player for this LT team. I'm not exactly sure what circumstances I believe it was an ACL injury. I don't know what circumstances they were under as Hurt gets the ball almost And Curry gets the ball forward, drives it in. Does not get out the backboard. Now Curry with the offensive rebound, gets the tip in, does not get the fall. Burt with the rebound, finally for LT. Downey's taking it slow right now, which is what LT needs to do, losing by 1 point so far in the second quarter. Trying to get it in deep to Ed Valunas, bounces off his foot and goes back to Burt. Downey with the three-point shot, too strong off the iron, goes back to Curry. They're fighting for the rebound for some reason, but they eventually clear it up.
Now LT, their passes so far in this second quarter have not been looking well. They've been low and misplaced.
Donovan Foster trying to get another basket, driving in on this LT defense, but does not get it. Curry with the offensive rebound and gets another foul called on them.
And we'll get 2 free throws to stretch their lead over LT, which is now 14-13 with 4 minutes and 32 seconds left in the half.
The 6th team foul on LT in this first half. One more foul and they'll be in the 1-and-1 bonus, as that's number 30 at the line, Dennis Hodges, who's too short on his first free throw attempt. Cosentino and Adams are going to come in for Downey and Burt. Everybody on the floor in foul trouble right now. Valunas, Cosentino, Elodie, and Hurt with 2 fouls. Adams with 3, as Hodges makes his second free throw attempt and bridges this gap a lot further. For Curry, it's now a 2-point lead. I shouldn't say a lot further, it's only 2 points, but LT is still alive and well in this game. Matt Hurt gets out to Elodie. Adams backing in on the post. On Goins, gets it off the backboard, almost in. Good job by Matt Hurt trying to get the offensive rebound, but just does not get it. Curry's going to get the ball. Number 30, Dennis Hodges. And a bad foul by Matt Hurt as he almost. Oh, that's not a foul on Matt Hurt.
Goaltending right there.
Yeah, Matt Hurt tipped that ball off the backboard. I wasn't sure if it hit something. I thought that was a foul because Matt Hurt obviously was like over his back basically, but that's.
It was still great effort though by Matt Hurt.
Yeah, there's really nothing you can do because that ball was definitely probably going in. So definitely. Jeff Adams gets in the post, gets the basket off the backboard, and one for Jeff Adams.
And he will get the chance to bring LT within 1 point.
Fouls on number 32 Goins. That's his second, team's third.
That he always is. Compared to Steve Goins, who I haven't actually seen him in this game after the first quarter. He's in right now, obviously, so I have seen him. So Jeff Adams does not get the basket to fall, and that's
even though
Jeff capitalize on the and one.
I say this a lot, but even though Jeff Adams is a big guy, he does make those free throws most of the time.
And that is going to be a violation on Curry rather. And LT will get the ball back.
There's been so many traveling calls. I've already lost count of the traveling calls this game.
Yeah, it's just been pretty sloppy play on both sides. I don't want to say especially Curry, but it has been for the most part.
Well, both
and
teams.
A bad pass by Matt Hurt gets picked off by Donovan Foster, and he'll bring it in. Does not get the basket to fall. And that's going to be a foul, and you'll count the basket and one for number 30, Dennis Hodges.
LT really, right now, is playing sloppy basketball. That was just a bad pass by Matt Hurt. And then to get that foul right there.
LT cannot afford to get behind this strong Curry team right now, as they are now down by 4 with a possibility of being down by 5 if Hodges makes his free throw, which he does. And that is now 20-15 with 3:34 left to go in this first half. Cosentino will bring the ball up past half court.
I think with McMillan being out of the game, it has slowed down LT's momentum, and it is kind of really messing with their mentality right now.
McMillan is obviously basically the brains of this LT team as the point guard, who's basically the quarterback for basketball. As there was a ball tipped out, LT will get the ball back, and Valunas, who was getting trapped by number 1 and number 5 for Curry, will call a timeout. That'll be LT's first timeout.
LT.
And we're going to show you one of our first trivia questions of the night. Once they bring it up on the screen, we'll know what to tell you. And who was the Lions coach the last time they won state in 1970?
Now that's really interesting.
Yeah, it's not who you would think. And it's I can guarantee you it's not Mr. Stamus, or Coach Stamus, rather.
Who is a great coach, but he hasn't been he was not coaching in 1970.
Yeah. Regardless of how old you may think he is, he's actually not that old, but He's I don't know how old he is, so I won't try to guess. I don't want to offend him, so. But no, it's not Coach Stamos. It's definitely somebody else. Yeah, if you're around in 1970 to see that, then you probably could know. There's no way of telling us that, but you'll probably know. As Adams gets in the post and tries to get off the backboard, but does not get the fall, and that's going to be out of bounds on Curie. Bad rebounding by them, and they tip it out of bounds.
For these teams being highly ranked in their regionals and their sectionals, they're really not playing good basketball right now with all the travel calls, all the fouls, and that out of bounds right there.
Lunas with the open three, too strong off the iron, and gets the rebound, or does not get the rebound. That's going to be a foul on Jeff Adams.
Over the back.
That was I know I get hard on the IHSA refs. I say that a lot because I do, but that was just not a good call. Jeff Adams should not have gotten the foul. That's his 4th foul already. That's his 5th foul, actually. No, that's his 5th point. Sorry. No, wait. I can't read the scoreboard correctly. That is his 1st foul. I can't tell what's going on right now. I'm totally confused.
Well, I think so.
LT's actually getting the ball back. What? I don't want to sound really dumb,
so that
for lack of a better word, but
that was nothing on Jeff Adams, and I'm assuming that was a foul on
somebody, and that's traveling on LT. So after all of that confusion, mostly on my part, Curie will get the ball back. And just to clarify, Jeff Adams has 5 points and 1 foul. Just so we're clear. The Gold Rush chanting defense, and the LT really needs to show up right now because they've only scored 5 points as compared to Curie's 10 points in the 2nd quarter. As Curie is going to slow down the game, I don't see why LT's not playing a stronger or tighter defense right now.
Especially with 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go, I really don't know why they would be playing a slow offense right now.
Yeah, Curie could really, because it's a 5-point lead right now. In high school basketball, that's a pretty big lead, just to put it bluntly. And they could really be stepping on the throats of this LT team as Curie is going to shoot the 1-on-1 bonus.
Actually, now I can kind of see why they're trying to slow it down. They're trying to force a foul because they are right now in the bonus.
That's going to be a free throw violation on Curie. LT will get the ball back after all, as the strategy by Curie does not work, or does not pay off, rather, the first time they tried it. That foul on Cosentino is his 2nd team foul, his 2nd personal foul, the 8th team foul on LT. Jeff Adams in the post once again, backing in on Goins, but does not get the ball to fall. And Curie will bring it back up court, and they will call a timeout.
LT right now just isn't playing good mechanics with basketball right now. It's just not looking good. They're playing sloppy, for lack of a better word.
And we're gonna show you the answer of our trivia question: who was the last coach to win LT State? And it's Ron Nikovic.
Wow.
I would have never guessed that. I mean, I'm proud to say I'm LT
student.
That's not where I was going with that, but yes, I am an LT student, obviously, and I'm proud to say I'm an LT student, and hopefully I will be an LT graduate in the near future.
But that was really a tough question. Even if you're guessing, it's hard to kind of guess the last name Nikovic.
Yeah, and he was a coach here for a good 2 decades, I believe. We were searching it up on IHSA.org to find that record, and he was a coach for a while for this LT team. I believe that state team was actually his 1st year here, which is obviously really good. As that'll be number 5, Donovan Foster, bringing the ball back up court for Curie. They're going to keep slowing this game down, trying to get that. We're trying to melt the clock rather than not get the last shot, obviously. But
no shot clocking out in high school basketball.
This is actually a good strategy. This is why
they have a lead.
Yeah, they have the lead. They have a 5-point lead. This is why these games aren't that high scoring, and that's going to be
another timeout. Apparently they weren't just trying to waste time. They couldn't get their play set up. So,
yeah, they called a timeout, wasting another one. And that'll be
a 30-second timeout.
Yes. LT just hasn't been playing solid on defense in the second quarter. They played good the first quarter.
And their offense right now is slowed down with they've been making bad passes, not making the right call. They haven't been communicating well and creating many turnovers. Also, they've had many fouls, 8 fouls in the first half. They're going to be in foul trouble later on in this game.
LT with 18 fouls right now, as opposed to Curie's 4, which is actually pretty solid for a basketball team at all to have 14 fouls in one half. But there's still 1 minute and 49 seconds left to go in the first half, as Curie will have the ball once again. Inbounds it to number 1, Greg Travis, the 5'10 freshman guard.
Now, it's rare that you see freshmen play
at all
on the varsity team, especially in a playoff game.
Yes, this is the sectional semifinal game for the Richards sectional. The winner of this game will go on to play number 1 ranked in the sectional. Richards is, well, obviously that's where we're at right now. Oakland, once again, we want to thank John Grunke, the LT athletic director, and Ken Styler, the Richards athletic director, for making this possible for LTTV to be here. Number 1, Greg Travis, is going to get the ball once again for Curie, as they're going to keep trying to set up the play. I don't know if they're just trying to stall or if they're actually getting trouble setting up the play.
Right now, it just looks like they're trying to stall.
Number
23 timeouts.
Breaks in, gets the basket. Jason Ford, the 6'1 junior guard, gets the basket. That is his that is not his 6th point of the game. That is I don't see his name on the scoreboard. That is weird. Yeah. Nobody at home knows what I'm talking about. So I'll just stop talking. The foul called on number 5, Donovan Foster, his first personal foul, team 5th foul, as I'm copying what the PA address announcer is saying. Cosentino inbounds it to Ved Valunas, who gets it into Adams deep. Cosentino with almost the open 3, drives in, makes number 30 out.
That was a really nice shot.
Great shot by Cosentino, getting number 30. Dennis Hodges up in the air, and maneuvering around in the air and getting the basket off the backboard.
With the way Curie's been playing, I'm assuming they're going to play it out for a last-second shot with 25 seconds left to go.
Yes, even if there was a shot clock, they wouldn't really need it because I believe there was less than 35 seconds unless you're playing NBA shot clock, which is 24 seconds. Don't worry, I know what I'm talking about. Well, somewhat. As Donovan Foster is trying to set up a last-second shot for Curie. The Gold Rush is trying to confuse him, but they see the clock, so. Blackshear with the shot, gets it in the post. The clock is going to run. They're not going to get a shot off. Cosentino with the 90-foot shot and almost takes out a couple of Curie cheerleaders.
As you see them running away.
They had to duck out of the way of that. That was just a rocket off the arm of Cosentino, our quarterback. And we're back at D. Wade Field in Oak Lawn, Illinois, Richards High School, for this sectional semifinal action, LT versus Curie. Curie leading LT at the half, 24-17.
Now, really, both teams have not been playing good basketball. They haven't been doing the fundamentals. There's been a lot of travel calls so far in this game.
Yeah, it's just not sloppy play on both sides, really, but LT's just really been snaking up the court, as they only scored 7 points in the second quarter to make this a 7-point lead for Curie as they inbound the ball. That'll be number 5, Donovan Foster, with the ball. Foster gives it out to Hodges. Back to Foster.
LT usually is not the fastest team, but they've been able to stay with this team pretty much.
Hodges drives it in, pass out to Foster, who drives in, hurt, almost getting the rebound, but the basket does not fall. Rebound goes to Blackshear, and Curie will reset.
Yeah, Matt Hurt is really not used to being pretty much out-rebounded by someone who's taller than him.
Forward with ball at the three-point line, drives in on Valunas, gets the rainbow shot, airballs it kind of, but Valunas will get the rebound. I don't know how you kind of airball a shot, but apparently he just did. As Blackshear takes the errant pass, and Kevin Ford will finish it for Curie.
It's a bad pass, and then he didn't run back on defense.
It's not a good play overall by Conlodius. He's going to bring it back up the court. Drives in, gets it stripped, and LT will get the ball back. I believe that there's going to be 2 free throws.
He will be shooting 2 to try and shorten this lead a little bit at least.
Curry leading by 9 at this point right now. Colin Lodi going to try to bring that back down. And he makes good on his first free throw. LT with the first points of the second half. As we talked about earlier, Thomas McMillan with the injury. We saw him come out of the locker room on crutches, but that was probably just a precautionary measure because he didn't really have anything on his left foot other than, or right knee rather, other than a wrap. As Alodi makes good on a second free throw, LT now only down by 7.
But now it is really looking doubtful that Thomas McMillan will be coming back in the game with a knee injury and a head injury.
And that's really a shame because if the game ends like it looks like it's going to right now, it's going to be the seniors' last game for LT in an LT uniform.
Well, there still is plenty of time for LT to come back and win this game.
Yeah, there's still a good.
It's only a 7-point lead, so.
Let me do the math of how much time there's left. 8 plus 6 equals 14. There's the LT math skills kicking in. If I'm wrong, I'm just gonna quit. But and that's gonna be a no basket foul on Lyons Township as Blackshear was driving in on Matt Hurt. It looks like it's gonna be a foul on Matt Hurt. There's been no PA announcement.
It'll actually be on CJ Esposito, his first foul of the night.
Which is really good for LT. Well, not really good, but really good for CJ Esposito, only having 1 foul in the game so far, as LT's been in really bad foul trouble the whole entire first half. But it doesn't look like it's going to start out good for the LT team in the second half, as there's only 5:58 left to go in the third quarter. LT still down by 7. Donovan Foster with the ball for Curry. He tries dribbling off a Lodi, passes it out to Ford, who gets it back to Foster. Foster still trying to set up the play, as there's been a little confusion on the Curry side in this game at least with getting the plays right. They wasted 2 fouls late in the first half.
2 timeouts.
And that's going to be a foul on Colin Alodi, trying to get position on Donovan Foster, trying to force him out of bounds. Did not work, and Curry will get the ball back. It'll be the second team foul on LT early in this third quarter.
LT is just not playing good fundamental basketball right now. They're not making the good passes, making bad fouls.
Jason Ford fakes the pass, fakes the 3, passes off to Foster, drives it in, almost gets the ball to fall, but too short. Esposito with the rebound, and there's going to be a call on the floor. Looks like there's going to be a foul on Curry. And it is a foul on Curry. We will wait to see who's going to be called on, and it's going to be on number 30, Dennis Hodges. LT and Curry both knotted up at 2 apiece for team fouls. Cosentino will bring the ball back up for LT.
Cosentino, with the injury of Thomas McMillan, has really stepped up his game right now.
Ooh, and Valunas almost had an easy layup, but just mishandled the ball and turns it back over to Curry. Number 23, Jason Ford with the steal. As he is now going to get the ball for Curry, who passes it off to number 4, Jeremy Price. Who passes off to Donovan Foster, who passes off to Ford. Good ball movement so far by this Curry team, obviously. Donovan Foster trying to bring it back in through the court, or through the LT defense rather, not through the court.
LT right now playing really tight defense, not letting Curry come on, but past the 3-point arc.
Jason Ford trying to get it back in on Ed Valunas, but does not get it out. Pass it back out to Donovan Foster. This Curry team has really wasted like a minute. And Ed Valunas gets the turnover and gets the basket, but Donovan Foster looks to be injured on the play. The basket will not count.
And Eddie is really angry with this call.
Donovan Foster's walking off the court. That was a flop on Donovan Foster's part. I am sorry to say this, but that was not a good call by these IHSA refs. They should have known better than that. Donovan Foster clearly getting back up on his own power.
That really isn't the ref's fault right there. If a player is injured, the game does have to stop. As I think that was more of just a flop on Foster right there.
I don't want to say anything bad about Curry, but Foster is not just doing a great acting job because he got up and he walked a couple steps pain-free. I didn't even see him wince. but that's not going to be.
LT still will have the ball.
LT got a breakaway chance on that shot. They should have just let the play develop and then called it dead. As Matt Hurt will get the inbounds pass and gets the basket anyway, so it'll be 2 points for LT.
To bring the score within 5 with 4 minutes left to go this third quarter.
The turnover still turns out to be a good play, but I'm pretty sure Volunas, if he is a statistics guy, would have liked those 2 baskets added to his 4-point total, or his 2-point total rather. As
looks like Eddie's now going to be playing a lot more aggressively in losing that basket. As you saw, he was really angry when they called that basket.
Number 4, it looks like there's going to be no traveling call, but LT will get the rebound. Matt Hurt doing a great job getting the defensive board. Another foul call on the Curie team. LT will get the ball back once again.
With all the traveling calls in this game, I am really surprised they did not call that for traveling.
Yeah, I am really surprised. I mean, he started walking really in between the paint and the three-point line. And, well, regardless, it's going to be a foul on number 25 for Curie, Wayne Blackshear, his 3rd personal foul. As Cosentino tries to get it in, but gets blocked by Hodges. Good play by Volunas trying to get the ball back. And there's going to be another call on the floor. It looks like it's going to be another foul. LT will get the ball back.
Actually, it will be a jump ball, and arrow is in favor of LT.
That's what I meant. Jump ball.
It is rare to see, in the last 4 games, it has been rare to see LT lose a jump ball for some reason. It's always in favor of LT.
I've noticed that too, actually, but we just thought that was because of home court bias, but we're at Oak Lawn right now, and I don't really think they're going to give us anything. But apparently they have. So LT gets the ball back. Adams in the post. Almost gets a shot to fall, but Hodges gets the rebound.
Already in just this, early in the second half, there's already been a lot of controversy.
Yeah, with I don't want to make fun of the guys. He's now back in with the shot. Donovan Foster. I don't want to say he flopped because it's not good sportsmanship on my part especially, but that was a flop. As Volunas gets it into the post and gets the basket. Good for 2 points as now LT is down only by 3.
LT really has started off this second half well now. They're taking control of the game. All the players stepping up to... Oh, with the great block by Jeff Adams.
Great block by Jeff Adams on number 25, Wayne Blackshear, the 6'5" freshman, like we said. LT, I say like we said a lot, but apparently it's true. Like we said earlier in the game, LT is used to having the size advantage over most teams, but they do not have the size advantage over Curie. As really from here on out, these are going to be quality opponents because you can't just get this far into the IHSA playoffs without being a solid team.
And these games are important as it is single elimination from this tournament.
Yes, one game. If you lose one game, you are out. That's the end of your season. You are done. I don't know how many times I can say it.
And that's why it's just so sad to see Thomas sitting on the bench right now, as he is a senior, and basketball just means the world to him.
Jeff Adams getting the ball into the post, gets it off the backboard and in.
Good ball movement to get the ball in the post. That was just a great play, good pass, and good ball handling.
LT still only down by 3 with 2:11 left to go in this third quarter. Number 1 rather, getting the ball in.
Another
Adams
block
with
by
the
Jeff
block.
Adams.
Hurt recovering the ball for LT as Cosentino's going to bring it up. Cosentino gets an open lane, gets the basket off the backboard.
Just driving by everybody. They cannot guard Cosentino right now. He is driving by everybody.
LT closing down this lead on Curie. LT only down by 1 with 1 minute and 44 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Foster gives it out to Travis. To Ford. Trying to set up the play for Curie. Trying to dribble off Volunas. Drives in on Volunas. Another block by Adams, but that's going to be a foul call.
It looks like the foul will be on Adams, actually. I thought that was going to be a foul on Eddie.
Yeah, you're wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Well, wow, second time. Yeah, that is that is Adams' second foul. I'm trying to cover myself a little. Ford will shoot 2 free throws for Curie, trying to get this lead back for Curie as it's only 1 point lead. Ford hits the first free throw, bringing this out to a 2-point lead for Curie.
As Burt gets ready to enter the game for Jeff Adams, who has played a really good second half so far.
Jeff Adams getting a round of applause, or a half round of applause, if you want to call it that, by the Gold Rush shooting section especially. He's going to get a well-deserved rest as Alex Burt comes in. Ford misses the free throw. Matt Hurt with the defensive rebound. Cosentino passes back up to Hurt, to Volunas. Burt trying to get in the post, but does not have good position on number 34, Jerome Van.
LT really has been playing more aggressively at the start of this second half.
You really have to, because if you're down by that much going into the second half, your outlook is pretty dim as Hurt drives in, almost gets the basket. Burt gets the offensive rebound, and that's going to be a blocking foul. Number 34, Jerome Van, number 34, 6'5", senior for Curie.
That was a really good way to draw the foul and to get the 2 free throws, and he has the opportunity to tie up this game right now.
There's going to be a technical foul on Jerome Van as well. There'll be uncontested free throws.
So LT will get the chance to take the lead right here.
Alex Burt.
Well, it looks like he will shoot all the free throws.
Yes, I don't know how the technical foul situation works exactly. I don't know if he gets 1 free throw and then a 2 for the blocking foul.
He'll get the 1 free throw for the technical, and now he'll get his 2 free throws for the blocking foul.
Just too short on his first free throw of however many he's going to take.
Oh, it actually looks like he gets 2 for the technical foul.
And he makes the second one. LT is going to get closer to this Curie team. And
I guess you have the first 2 free throws on the technical foul. I was wrong again. Hasn't been a good night for me.
No, it has not. But thankfully, it's been good for me, which is all that matters. Ed Volunas makes his first free throw and ties this game up. That is Ed Volunas' 5th point of the night.
And now he will have a chance to take the lead for the Lions.
Volunas shoots the free throw and gets the fall. LT's leading by 1 with 57 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter.
This is really a close game. But right now, LT is playing really aggressively, and it looks like they're starting to take control of this game as they get the ball back.
LT will get possession back because of the technical and the personal foul. LT bringing it up with Cosentino. Gets it into Hurt. In the post. Backing in. It's off the backboard and in!
That is what we were used to seeing from Matt Hurt, overpowering the other team and making the score.
LT now leading by 3 with 38 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. What an amazing turnaround for Lions Township in this 3rd quarter.
These plays are really stepping it up, even with Thomas Miller not being in the lineup
Don
right
Foster
now.
with the 3. Too short. Matt Hurt with the rebound. LT with a chance to bring this lead back up to possibly 5. I can't do math. Cosentino, gets blocked by Wayne Blackshear. But LT will get the ball back after that vicious block by Blackshear,
now I'm
the
assuming
6'5" freshman.
With 18 seconds left to go in this quarter, they might be playing for the last second shot.
That might be a good idea for LT, but yeah, you really don't want to turn. You want, as Matt Hurt shoots the 3 from the corner, does not get the fall. Obviously, they didn't play for the last second shot. Ford will get the rebound.
With the block on
Matt Hurt with the block. As there's going to be a foul on the play. I'm not sure, but
a blocking foul, it looks like.
I don't think that was a blocking foul, Fish, because the Curie player with the ball did not have possession, or he had possession, but he wasn't shooting. He was really just falling, basically.
Matt Hurt leaves the floor and getting a standing ovation.
By the Gold Rush, who are always standing, mind you, but still an ovation nonetheless. That's going to be a timeout by Curie, making sure they don't turn the ball over on a 5-second call, which would be great for LT, so I don't know why they called a timeout.
Curie really has had trouble setting all those plays up.
Yeah, Curry's just, I don't think it's been all the game, but I think it's just been, they just haven't been really good right now. And LT, this will be a 60-second timeout, so we're going to have 60 more seconds to thank John Grunke, the LT Athletic Director, and Ken Styler, the Richards Athletic Director, for letting us come to Oak Lawn and Richards High School on Dwayne Wade Court to broadcast this game.
And we'll be bringing up our next trivia question
LTTV trivia questions brought to you by LT Business Management, who could not be here, obviously, because this is not LT.
Which is, what was the largest margin of victory in IHSA boys basketball history?
Now, I'm not going to lie, we both know this, so if we tried to guess, it'd be a lie. And if you saw other games, yeah, we were just joking. We actually knew the answers.
Just trying to play along.
Sorry to break the magic from LTTV, but if you want to guess at home, you always can. It's actually pretty interesting. I'll give you a hint. It's not LT.
And it was a very huge margin as they would play for the last second shot. And he is
blocked. Blocked by Alex Burt. Constantino hurls it up and almost gets it, but almost takes out another LT cheerleader. What's it with Constantino and cheerleaders today?
Well, I'm not going to lie. That is a very long shot, baseline to baseline.
Yeah, that is a 90-foot shot. I mean, if he's anywhere close to the basket, it's amazing, which he was on both shots, kind of-ish. You really can't, like, coach that because that's not really a shot you should be taking unless there's like a second left and you might as well.
Which is what the situation was right there.
Exactly, but he almost took out a cheerleader.
As LT ends the third quarter, winning 32-29, they really stepped it up that third quarter.
LT, especially with Matt Hurt, Colin Lodi, Ed Valunas, and Jeff Adams, especially
and
Adams in the
Cosentino,
post.
who really stepped up there.
Yes,
too.
Cosentino stepped up, and this is going to be the answer to our trivia question. What was the largest margin of victory in IHSA boys basketball history? And that is
141 by Mount Vernon. That is
insane,
let alone to score 141, but to beat an opponent by 141.
Yeah, and that was on March 12th, 1909.
The score was actually 145 to 100,
like
or 145 to 5.
To 4.
4, I'm sorry. Which is huge, holding an opponent to 4 points and then scoring over 100 points.
That was Mount Vernon versus McLeansboro.
As we start this fourth quarter right now.
Yes, the 100th anniversary of that game almost coming up. It'll be next year. We won't be here, but hopefully someone else will be.
Hopefully.
Yes. As Goins backs in on Valunas, or not Valunas, Adams. And he almost gets the offensive rebound. Ford picks it up. Hodges with the long two, airballs it straight to Adams. LT gets the ball back. Olodi drives in, almost gets the basket, but does not hurt, tips it out.
With a 3-on-2 situation. And he takes it himself and makes the basket.
Donovan Foster taking the 2 points himself.
LT bringing it up quickly.
Good job by Olodi. Get in the basket.
And it rolls in the basket.
Good job by Olodi to stop just short before he was about to take the charge because the Curie player was ready to take it. As Foster trying to back in on Olodi, gets the basket off the backboard, does not get the basket rather, but will get fouled and will shoot 2 free throws.
As LT now has 5 fouls in the game, in the second half.
Both teams with 5 team fouls. Curie with the 1 technical foul, number 34. Jerome Van, who's not in the game right now. Foster shooting his first free throw and making it. Number 23, Ford is going to come back into the game.
Well, right. I thought LT was going to be in a lot more foul trouble with this, but they actually just have it all spread out with everybody pretty much having 2 fouls in the game right now.
Foster missing his second free throw. Almost called that wrong. As Adams will get the rebound. Olodi will push it back up court for this Lions team. 6:58 left to go in the fourth quarter. Hurt getting trapped by the Curie defenders. Cosentino with the open shot. And he gets it to fall.
For the 36-32 lead with 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go.
LT has played strong in this second half, and it shows because they were down by, I'm not exactly sure, but at least 5.
6 points, I think, at the second half.
Close enough. Like we said before, that's a big lead in boys basketball, as you can see.
At the high school level.
Especially because it's only 36-32. A 6-point lead is a very strong lead, as LT's only leading by 4 right now. And Foster will get another 2 free throws. Foster's really been doing a good job of getting
drawing the fouls.
Yes, drawing the fouls. Thank you, Fish. As the Gold Rush is chanting Faker. I don't want to explain why again. Might get in trouble. But, well, he was supposedly injured in the third quarter when Valunas stripped the ball and had a layup, and he made it. But Foster apparently was injured, but he walked up and he was fine. And obviously he's playing now with no problems. as he made both free throws. LT only up by 2 now. As Cosentino drives in, passes off to Adams.
Great pass.
And he almost gets the basketball, but does not. And Curry has a chance to tie or lead this game.
Cosentino is really one of those players who will make the great assist right there.
Foster passes off to Travis. Gets it in to Blackshear. Foster with the 3, gets to fall. LT now down by 1.
Foster for 3.
LT's got to hurry up. Gets the ball off to Evelyn. It's going to be a foul on number 1, Greg Travis, in the full court press.
Curry really has started playing more aggressively on defense now and stopping LT from scoring right now.
LT almost getting the 5-second call. Or a 3-second call. I don't know what IHSA rules are for that, but
I think it's 5 seconds.
I believe
it
is 5 seconds too. I saw some 3 seconds, but if anybody wants to tell us, we're glad to hear it. Our email address is ltsportsreview at yahoo.com. Of course, LT Sports Review, our new show coming out eventually.
We're not showing the exact date.
Yes, but we will have it out by April. Matt Hurt, no basket. Curry will get the ball. Matt Hurt frustrated with the call, but he's got to think better of it, not to talk to the ref, because these refs are calling it tightly, and they won't call a technical foul.
Especially when it's this close to the game, 37-36. 1 point might be the difference maker in this game.
Yes, this is a very strong matchup between the 2 and 3 teams in the Richard sectional bracket. Donovan Foster brings it back up for the number 2 ranked Curie Condors. Donovan Foster shooting 3. Just rims out. Adams with the rebound rather. It'd be nice if we got a basket for that, but he doesn't, because that's obviously not one of the rules of basketball. But Donalodi brings it back up, and then steal by Donovan Foster brings it back up court, and he's going to be fouled by Donalodi, but that's really a good foul by Donalodi's part to stop the momentum by Foster, as Foster's really stepped up in this 4th quarter and taken charge for this Curry team, because it's also going to be his last game if they lose.
This is just a huge game for all the seniors here. They have a chance to advance into the super sectionals and then to state, which LT has not done that since 2002.
The super sectional for the Richard sectional and the East Aurora sectional will be played at Chicago State.
I'm not saying Steve Goins isn't a good player, but right now he is not really impressing me, as Adams has been able to get these rebounds over him, and Matt Hurt when he is 6'9" and weighs 260.
Foster making his 2nd free throw attempt, bringing this lead back to 2 points for Curry, as this has really been an interesting game so far.
This has
Both
really
teams
gone back and forth.
Swapping blows and just switching leads. I mean, there's been at least 4 lead changes in this game, or 5 actually. As Muldowney comes back in for LT. Cosentino with the ball, drives in, tries to get the layup. Adams with the rebound. Adams with another rebound. Hurt with a tip in. Adams with another rebound.
And finally gets the basket. It's not often you see one player get 3 rebounds in one offensive play.
And it's not common that you see a team get like 5 rebounds on one play, but they did it. As Donovan Foster tries driving it in, but that's going to be a foul on Lions Township.
He will get a one-on-one there.
Foster, like we said before, doing a great job of getting, you said it better.
Foster really doing, just
getting the foul.
Getting the foul. He is.
That took a while.
I'm trying to remember what I was
rims
saying.
out on the 1-and-1, but Curry will get the long rebound forward.
Sorry about the confusion there. Drawing on the fouls. That's
Drawing the fouls. That's what we meant to say. Don't worry.
Just had a mind block there.
We're not professionals. If you guys want to, if anybody else wants to announce, go to the LTTV office from 17.
I'm good.
It's number 32.
We don't need our job stolen, but back to the game anyway.
Steve Goins gets the basket for Curry is here now leading by 2. Cosentino with the long 2-pointer. Almost gets it, but Goins almost gets the rebound, but Ford gets it, I guess. As Foster, not Hodges, Foster will bring the ball back up. Muldowney guarding him tightly, making sure he does not get a 3 to bring this Curry lead back out. Bounce off the backboard hard. Jeff Adams with the rebound. LT with the ball.
Adams really has gotten many rebounds this game. I'm not sure how many, but he does at least have 6 or 7 rebounds this game.
Oh, he's got more than that. He's got
he
like
probably
30.
has around 10, but
no, he's got
I'm
30.
not sure.
He's got 30.
He has 30.
He is 1 point away from a double-double, if we are right, and he has a double-digit rebounding, which we don't have an official stat on, but we're pretty sure he's got.
Nice pass by Matt Hurt right there.
As Adams gets the basket to fall and ties the game back up. That is a double-double. We think. Yes, we think. We don't have an official statistician, but we're pretty sure he has it, yeah. LT and Curie deadlocked at 40 points. This could be an interesting game, and this could go to overtime. You never know. We could be here for a long time. And we would also like to take this chance again to thank everybody here at Richards High School in Oak Lawn, Illinois, especially Ken Styler, the Richards Athletic Director.
As this is the first away game that we have ever had for boys basketball being televised.
Yes, LTTV making history once again. As you may remember, I was there the first time we ever did an away game, LT versus Hinsdale Central in football. It was a shame that we lost that game, but it was still history for LTTV.
Well, back to this game. That was a long time ago. Because right now we got an exciting game on our hands, 40-40 tie, 3 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. The 2 versus 3 seed. And this game pretty much means everything, getting them to advance to the super sectionals against Richards, the number 1 seed.
The number 1 seed in the
Richards
sectional, obviously, because we are here. So, just LT really needs to do a good job right now on the defensive side, especially locking down on Foster, who's been doing really good as he gets a long two. Too short, Muldowney with the rebound. Muldowney getting really out of position on that play, but he recovers and gets the rebound.
Trying to get that steal right there.
LT just needs to play conservatively right now as Valunas packs in on Ford, and he gets a traveling call.
Eddie Valunas is not liking these calls. You can tell that he is getting angry by his facial expressions.
I would be frustrated if I were him too. I mean, he had that easy layup that was called off because of the, I use quotes in this, injury to Donovan Foster, who's holding the ball right now for Curry. Passes it off to Ford. Gets back out to Travis, to Foster, to Goins, who gets in the post, does not get the basket to fall. Evelynus with the rebound, and Ford with the foul.
And now Eddie Valunas will get a one-on-one.
One and one,
I'm sorry, not one-on-one.
One-on-one is a much different thing in basketball than a one-and-one. We just need to clarify that, Fish.
Sorry, I think that's actually the second time I've said that.
Yes, it is, but we don't need to count. As Evelynus has the chance to make LT on top. That was a great sentence right there. But regardless.
Or to take the lead.
Yes, LT getting the lead on Evelynus' free throw. LT leading 41-40. With 2 minutes and 33 seconds left to go, and these points right now are the most crucial in any of these students' lives right now. As Valunas gets the second free throw, and LT now leads by 2. And we cannot underplay the importance of this game for both teams, as this is the last game potentially for either of these teams. These teams are playing for their seasons right now. That's all there is to it.
And that's also why it's so sad to see Thomas McMillan on the bench right now for his injuries.
Yes, I really hope for our sake. And Goins gets the basket and one. Curry with a chance to get the lead. That took me a while to say, but it'll be a foul on somebody.
You're really doing good this stuff.
Yes, I am. And Elodi's going to come back in for Muldowney.
But as we were saying earlier, it is really a sad thing to see Thomas McMillan sitting on the bench. He's a senior. Basketball means the world to him. And he does not want to be on the bench and watch his team either go on to victory or, knock on wood when I say this, or lose. Hopefully they don't lose. It looks like it's a great game, but...
And you just knocked on plastic. We are in the plastic seats for Richard. We're not saying they're cheap or anything, but it's actually really durable. But we are in the stands for this game as opposed to LT where we're in the comfy press box. We're not saying this is comfy, but...
Matt Hurt gets blocked.
Not a good showing by Matt Hurt in that offensive possession. Curry with a chance to widen this lead. With 1:50 left to go, this is really the key possession of the game right now, and we will watch intently. Or at least I will. Good ball movement, and he almost lost the ball. Foster getting the ball back.
It actually looks like they're having trouble trying to set up a play as they call the timeout.
Timeout called by Curie. They really could just hold the ball. Curie could play this game conservatively and try to get out of this with a 1-point lead, or 1-point win. And they just heartbreaking for LT to lose like that, if they do lose, in fact, which they won't, obviously. They will come back. I don't want to jinx us like apparently I've been doing the last couple games, but
he just gets too confident.
yes, I get way too confident. Even when we're losing, I'm too confident, but that's a good thing, you know. LT needs to be confident in this game, especially
in this close of a game.
Yes, this close of a game. You need to be confident in your shots, and you just need to be confident that you can make them and win this game, because it's obviously not over by no stretch of the imagination, as it's only 43-42 with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Possession arrow favors LT, so any jump off situations. That's what I meant to say. Thank you, Fish.
It was taking you a while.
Yes, any jump ball situations, LT will get the ball back. That is a very key thing, especially in the late going with 33 seconds left to go in this game. This is stretch time for both teams as this really decides the season. Jason Ford will inbound the ball for Curie.
With 1 minute and 33 seconds left to go, and they have a 1-point lead right now.
Greg Travis with the ball, brings it in on Muldowney. Muldowney playing aggressively, gets the foul, which isn't necessarily a bad thing right now. That just means Curie will be going to the line. I believe it'll be the double bonus. Don't quote me on that yet. If I'm right, then quote me, obviously. But,
well, he will be shooting too. Well, even if he does make both of these, they are still in a one-possession game.
The Gold Rush trying to chant on Greg Travis to miss his free throw. As he does, he hits the back of the rim, bounces out. LT could escape this foul situation with only a 1-point deficit if Greg Travis misses his second free throw.
Could possibly take the lead in their next possession.
Travis, the freshman, that must be weighing a lot on his mind right now as he makes the second free throw. Curie now up by 2 in this one-possession game with 1 minute and 26 seconds left to go in regulation. Cosentino brings up the ball, guarded by Foster. Olodi gets out to Hurt, almost loses it. Hurt gets his composure back and gets the ball back, tries to set the play. Hurt trying to find the open man. Olodi gets it in the post, and he gets the basket!
And he will get the free throw to try and extend, to get the lead, 45-44 with 1 minute and 5 seconds left. That was huge.
I actually believe they just waved off the basket. Olodi will be shooting 2 free throws. No, they haven't. I'm wrong. Thankfully, for this one time, Olodi will be shooting one basket.
Time, but
no, thankfully I'm wrong this time, as Olodi ties the game up and potentially could give LT the lead with 1 minute left to go in regulation.
That was a huge play by Olodi.
Olodi, the junior, shooting
great pass by Matt
what
Hurt.
Could be one of his most important free throws of his high school career right now. And he makes
drains it. LT with the lead.
LT now with the lead. That was just the weight of the world on Olodi's shoulders. This is going to come out of the game, and he's going to get a standing ovation by everybody in this crowd.
Well, with our fans at least.
Yes, well, obviously with our fans. I don't think anybody on the Curie side is going to be cheering that much. As Foster drives in, there's going to be a blocking foul on LT.
And he will get 2 free throws to try and take the lead for Curie now. That was a great play by, I think it was Eddie Valunas, pretty much getting the block there, but then there was a blocking foul. So
Hurt reached up and swatted that ball away, but that's a foul on. That you were right, actually. That was a foul on Valunas. Hurt did get the block, but apples, oranges, whatever. As Foster misses his first free throw, Curie can now only tie this game
if they do not get the rebound.
Yes, assuming they don't make this and get the rebound, Curie can only tie this game. Gold Rush string pressure, trying to get to this senior guard as he misses the second free throw. Adams with the rebound, 53 seconds left.
LT might be trying to slow things down right here.
Costantino being guarded heavily by Foster. Still not getting the fall, and that's going to be a foul on Foster. LT will be going to the line.
And there's a chance to extend this to 3-point lead. With 44 seconds left to go, this is huge.
This is just clutch performances right now by the LT team, especially Cosentino.
Cosentino has really stepped it up. He has been able to drive through this team like nothing.
Muldowney is going to come in for Lodi. LT is going to play conservatively, and all 4 players that aren't shooting the free throw are going to come back past half court. So Curie does not get a fast break opportunity. As Cosentino makes his first free throw, LT now with a 2-point lead. Curie has to make a 3 to win this, a 2 to tie. That is Cosentino's 9th point of the game.
And that is if they take the full 44 seconds of the last quarter.
Of the game. As Cosentino makes his second free throw. Curie now needs to make a 3-pointer to tie this. LT needs to play tightly, especially on Foster, who's been hot in this game.
And
Foster drives in.
But foul.
Hurt gets the rebound.
As he will be fouled and get the shots. With 33 seconds left to go, this is looking to be LT's favor.
Matt Hurt gets the rebound. Definitely one of the key plays of this game. Hurt gets fouled immediately and will go to the line to shoot a pair. Both teams are in the double bonus.
He really just needs to make one. That's important to make it a 2-possession ball game. It would be great to make 2, but he really just needs 1.
He needs 1 to make this a 2-possession game, 2 to make it a hard 2-possession game. Hurt makes the first free throw. A little suspense there, hitting short of the iron, but it gets it to fall back in, and it's now a 4-point lead for LT late in the game.
With 33.5 seconds left to go.
Hurt almost gets the second free throw, but does not get it. Foster's going to bring it back up fast. Guard him at the 3-point line. Just that's all you have to do, Hodges. Foster with the 3, and he nails it. LT now only leading by 1 with 22 seconds left to go in the game.
I thought his foot was on the line there. That was
a close play, but I'll give credit to the IHSA refs. They got it right.
LT really, they just cannot lose the ball here. Try and pressure the foul and make both free throws. They cannot lose the ball right here. That is the main thing with short time on the clock.
Yeah, what LT needs to do right now is just make these free throws. That is all they need to do right now. Is Curry's going to take, well, obviously they're taking a timeout, a minute timeout. LT, this is clutch time for both teams right now.
This is huge. Like I said earlier in the game, it was going to come down to the final minutes of this game. And it is right now just a 1-point difference. And this is one of the most exciting high school basketball games that I have ever seen personally.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the most exciting games. Professional, college, high school, regardless, is definitely down in crunch time for LT and Curie. I'd stay tuned if I were you because this is going to get exciting. It is, Fish. Don't give me that look. LT will get the ball.
As Colin Elodie comes back into the game, as he is much taller than Kevin Muldowney.
Yes, definitely much taller. Muldowney only 5'11". Getting a little trouble. Cosentino with the ball.
Fouled immediately.
It's a great job getting the ball to one of your good free throw shooters, Cosentino, with 10 points rather in the game.
Who really needs to make both these free throws now. So to take them in a 4-point lead, yes, a 4-point lead.
3-point
lead, I'm sorry, I can't add. A 3-point lead and will not give them the chance to actually win this basketball game on their next possession.
Cosentino hits his first free throw. LT is up by 2. Curie now needs a 2 to tie, a 3 to win, assuming Cosentino, or I shouldn't assume anything, but Cosentino needs to make this second free throw, so it really puts pressure on this Curie team. As LT is going to put all 4 players back who aren't shooting the free throw, like I said earlier, on this play. So Curie does not get a fast break opportunity. Cosentino makes the second free throw.
One of the 3-point game, and they will call another timeout.
One of the most clutch players I've ever seen here at LT, Tim Cosentino, making good on both free throws, making this a 3-point game.
This is huge. 50-47 with, I think it was 22 seconds left to go in the game. It is huge.
the winner of this game will play Richards in the sectional final on Friday, March 7th at 7:30 p.m. in Oak Lawn at this court.
Now right now, LT really just cannot foul and especially let them get the and one.
Yeah, LT, because Curie is going to be shooting a three-pointer. That is what they need right now. That is all they're going to be shooting for. And I'd look for Foster, Travis, even Blackshear to get the ball and try to shoot this three and get the ball, or get this game back under control for them.
I'd almost say let them take the quick three, and then if they make it, then they get it. They have plenty of time to make their next shot.
I totally disagree with you. Right now,
we don't want to foul them on the
No,
three-pointer.
we don't want to foul them when they're shooting a three, because that means if they make it, they have a chance to win this game. And these Curie players have been really good at the free throw line so far in this game.
I'm just saying if they throw it up quickly.
LT fans now on their feet as they know how important this next possession is. Foster will bring the ball back up court for Curie.
I think this possession is going to decide the game for the teams right now.
Curie driving it in for some reason. Gets out to Hodges, who shoots the three. And he
Misses
rims
the
out.
three.
Aloni with the rebound.
And this will be the game.
Flunas with the ball, and it's going to be a foul. 7 seconds left to go in the game. It's safe to say LT is going to win this game.
What a great game. He just needs to make one free throw, and the game is over.
But like we said before, these are clutch free throws. I maybe shouldn't have said that so early, but I'm excited. So Flunas on the line shooting two.
There's 7 seconds left to go, 47-50. If he just makes one, it makes it a two-possession game.
Flunas with his first free throw, and he makes it! LT wins!
Well, there's still 7 seconds left.
There's still 7 seconds left to go. All right. A little prematurely, but this is a two-possession game. I really don't think Curry's going to get the ball back up court in 7 seconds. As he makes his second free throw, it makes this a much tougher
we'll call
lead
another timeout
to get.
And this looks like it is going to be an LT victory. This is just a well-played game. LT, second half, really pouring it on and just playing great in this second half. And it looks like they will advance to play Richards in the Super Sectionals to advance to the state qualifying tournament. It has been one of the most exciting high school basketball games I have ever seen. This is just huge. LT will mainly be looking to play more defensively on this next possession, not trying to get the foul or the and one, because they do have a 5-point lead right now, and they really cannot lose this game. It is not possible. But against Richards, should be a really exciting game, 1 versus 3, and it is one of the most exciting games I've ever seen right now, actually.
Yes, it's definitely one of the most exciting games. I don't want to say in LT history, but, well, obviously, yeah, it is one of the most exciting. What am I talking about?
That we've seen at least.
Yeah, in our 4-year career here at LT, if you want to call it a career.
Even since I've been watching LT as a kid, I've never seen anything this exciting. With 7 seconds left to go, 47-52, Lions lead. It looks like this is going to go in our favor.
Curry's going to have to get a quick point. It's now 52-47. Foster with the long shot. Adams with the rebound. That looks like it's going to be it. LT wins
the game. They advance to the Super Sectionals to face Richards.
Richards High School, another tough opponent. You really can't say enough about this Curie team, though. They gave it their all. They were really in this game until the last.
And it really came down to the last minute of this game to decide the winner.
Yeah, and this is going to be the last game for these Curie players. Vic Williams, Donovan Foster, Anthony Walls, Steve Goins, Jerome Van, Ronnie Covington, and Jackie Hoffman. And it's sad to see that these players are not going to be able to play another game for their high schools. I don't know if they're going to have any plans to play in college, but it's going to be their last game in a Curie uniform. But this is not going to be the last game for LT as they advance to the sectional final against Richards High School on Friday, March 7th.
This was a great game. They started off a little slow fundamentally, but they picked their game up, got all the passes, stopped in the travels, and got everything to fall and played amazingly in the second half.
LT doing a great job recovering from that horrible second half where they were down by, I don't want to say double digits because I don't think that's what it was, but they were down by a lot.
most they were down at one point was 7, I think.
Yeah, they were down by a sizable amount as LT comes away with the win. A really strong win for LT. LT doing a great job on the rebounding, especially with Jeff Adams and Matt Hurt. And LT's key players, definitely Jeff Adams, Matt Hurt.
And with Thomas McMillan, their starting guard, he started on varsity for 2 years, getting injured early in the game. Everybody stepping up to pretty much get the game to help get the victory with Thomas McMillan out.
Yeah, and we will wait to see if Thomas McMillan will play on Friday. He had a knee injury later in the game, head injury, which I think he's back from. But like we said, we'll wait and see on Friday. But for now, I'm Joe Ragusa. He is Mike Fisher-Keller, signing off from Oak Lawn, Richards High School.